Wait, what, yo? How's it going, guys? I'm Apex. This is Slick.
Hi guys.
I'm here to talk to you about what I found at Bender's, a comic shop in Hampton. I know it's not comics, but it's a very interesting magazine that's got our commander-in-chief in it, doing crazy things. Now, he's a gentleman, you know. This is a magazine for gentlemen, guys. Just thought I'd share what I found. It's a gem. I'm going to send it to get graded, and that's all I got to say. Now, we're going to talk about comics.
New Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, #1. The McNiven cover. This is a 3-issue comic. Some time passed and Matt Murdock lost his powers. Something gonna happen in the comic. He will get his powers back. We also have 2 appearances of old heroes, and you will be really surprised to see who the last hero is. So have another cover, guys, done by the legend Frank Miller. Look how nice it is. Buy it, it's great. Now we're gonna let Apex talk about his comics.
On the list, we got Helverine by Benjamin Percy, the legend. I love this writer. He's a great writer.
Great guy.
Guys, Helverine, this is a really good comic in my opinion. I've always liked Wolverine's kids, you know, X-23 and Daken. Daken looks really good as a Wolverine, kind of mixed in with, you know, devilish traits that he has. He fights off Mephisto here. We're not sure who the winner is in this match, but it's a very good comic. I recommend you buy it. It's probably not going to be very high selling in the secondary market when it comes to selling, but it is a very good comic. I like the way it's written. Some of the art is pretty good. I highly recommend it, guys. Going on to the next one, we have another cover of Helverine. So this is the same book, but it's going to be a different cover. Artist is going to be for the cover Alessandro Cappuccio. Alessandro Cappuccio, you know, he's one of those really good artists, that one of the Italian greats that are going on right now. You might recognize him from the surprise variant of Moon Knight Zero that came out last year with the very bright colors. Kind of makes Moonlight look like a saint. Realize he is a god, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, so for the next comic that we have, it's going to be The Rivals. I have a couple of options. Here's a variant cover for Rivals that has Galactus's daughter. You know, she's trying to fix these multiversal things that are happening with the Rivals universe. We have Peter Parker, who has a family member in this comic book, but we're not entirely sure what the relationship is. We think that she's his daughter and it's Penny Parker. You'd be surprised to know what kind of relationship they are without telling you too much. I'm not going to say anything, but art is very good. I like how Penny Parker is built into a robot. It's very, very, very cool Spider-Man outfit. Very cool, guys. I highly recommend this book. This is the variant cover, so it's not the original cover. Here is the original cover. Incredible artwork, guys. I think that this right here has potential on the secondary reseller market in the future. I would say in about a year, maybe this could be around $35. Cover price right now is $3.99, maybe $6.99. I think $6.99, guys. So the return on investment here is, there's potential for it. There's potential for it. All right, for my next comic, we have Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time. Guys, you know, this is one of those comics that, you know, on the secondary market, you're really not going to sell. Let's be honest, unless it's some crazy variant cover with a limited print run. This comic right here, it's fun to read, really fun to read. In this issue, you know, we got Deadpool. It's kind of like reminiscent of the last Deadpool where he kills the whole entire universe. This one, he's hired by somebody to kill entire multiversal variants of Marvel, but he ends up in, you know, our Marvel, the Sacred Timeline 616. And, you know, in these situations, like, obviously you don't want him killing our heroes. You'd be surprised to see what goes on. Without giving you guys too much, I gave you a lot already, so I don't want to ruin it for you. Very good book to read as a hobbyist. Very entertaining. I don't recommend you buy it for value because one of those comics is not going to be valuable unless it's like some crazy artist, like a Jim Lee variant or something like that with limited print run. So I wouldn't spend my money on it unless you're just entertained by it. All right, so for all new Venom, guys, I know this is probably the book that's on everybody's mind right now. As my buddy Slick can attest, because she's wearing, the Venom suit. This comic we've been waiting for a long time. I can't tell you who it is because I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'm just gonna say I never believed it was gonna be this person.
You'll be surprised.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Very good comic. There's a little bit of investigative journalism going on in this book. I like the way it's done. It's very good. This issue in particular is very good, guys. All right. The next comic we have is going to be Moon Knight. So, this comic, guys, don't waste your money. It's a key issue on Key Collector, but yeah, it's one of those comics that they're doing too much. The cover is really good. I like the cover. It's nice to look at. Moon Knight's getting stabbed by 8-Ball. Very entertaining cover, but the read is kind of dumb. I mean, they for some reason I can't even explain. They try to kidnap Hank Pym's daughter, the Wasp, and the reason why they're kidnapping her is the dumbest reason I ever heard in my life. To find a cure for some kind of drug that's being... Guys, don't waste your money on this. It sucks. I didn't like it. I mean, great cover. They should rehire the artist, but I don't know about the story. All right, guys. So I want to talk to you about this comic. This comic came out last week, and I didn't talk about it, but I feel like I should. This, for me, is a Key Collector for 3 weeks straight, in my opinion. So Garth Ennis, first off, let me start by saying this. Garth Ennis is my favorite writer. He's absolutely a gangster when it comes to writing. He uses cuss words. He's unapologetic. He has the craziest ideas for comics. In this case right here, we have an idea of, people make babies. They have babies and then they put them to sleep. And in this comic, when their parents go to sleep, the babies wake up and they're adults. But obviously their brains don't grow with their bodies. So I'm going to give you a panel from this comic. Basically, these parents put their child to bed. They wake up and they hear screaming, and it's a man, with his dong hanging out and everything. It's kind of weird. And they're like, oh my God, what's going on? And it turns out it's their baby who's grown up, and they think that it's, somebody had invaded their home. And, the baby doesn't think he's, he has, how can I say this, mentally challenged. So he's like grasping at them, like trying to, accidentally kill them. And the whole world, all the babies are doing that. They're all fighting each other like they're retarded and shit. It's crazy. Guys, I can't even explain. But it's brilliant. It's funny. It's got a teaspoon of horror. It's just a good book to read. Buy it. If you haven't bought it last week, buy it this week. They got 2 covers. This is 1 cover. Buy it, guys. I think it's a masterpiece. All right, so for a bonus, I picked up a book today. It came out, but it's actually a reprint of an old Marvel book. It's going to be G.I. Joe 21. And I believe it's the first appearance of Shadowcat. But what's really interesting about this book is there's no words. Basically, the writer is Larry Hama, Denny O'Neil, under the tutelage of Jim Shooter. They came up with this book where they only had 2 weeks to do it, so they had to come up with something. So obviously, the writer obviously had an easy job because it has no words. The artist, he put a couple of panels together to make this book. They did it all in 2 weeks, and hey guys, they did a really good job. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the fact that they had no words just helped me get through the book faster. And it was a good book. It was action packed from panel to panel. It ended on a high note with Shadowcat saving the day. You had a white ninja, a black ninja. It had all the elements of a good action movie. Obviously don't buy this one unless you're trying to get entertained. Don't buy it for the secondary reseller market because it's not going to be worth anything. If you're just trying to buy it just to read it, you can buy it or you can look it up online. I'm sure I shouldn't be telling you this, but you could. But I recommend myself. I'm an artistic appreciator of sorts, so I love to buy the books, and I like to see them. I like to have them. So buy it, guys. But if you're gonna buy it for the secondary market, buy the original from Marvel, not from. This is an Image title right here because they bought the rights. But the Marvel version, it's the same version. That's the one that you're gonna want for the secondary market. I think it goes for $450 at a 9.8. Very interesting book, the way it's done.
Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you again for watching.
Guys, thank you for watching for us from India and Bangladesh. I know you guys are big fans, and I hope to bring you great content from here in America and show you some great comics. Please like and subscribe, guys.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.